This video was recorded with the AverMedia Live Gamer Portable. Skip it up and that up. So I got some wiener tantalizing news for you. Sony is not expecting to have PS3-like financial losses with the PS4. I kind of think this falls into the herp derp category, but here we go. For the PlayStation 4, Sony is not expecting to incur losses on the same level it did with the PlayStation 3. According to Sony Computer Entertainment CEO Andrew House, we will not generate anything like the losses we did for the PlayStation 3, House told Bloomberg. According to the report, Sony lost more than $3.5 billion in 2007 and 2008 after the PS3 launched for $600 in 2006. CEO Kaz Hirai has said the system did not become profitable until late 2011. Damn, that feels like it was 5 minutes ago. That's how long it took for the PS3 to be profitable? Holy shit. Sony aims to avoid PS3-like losses for the PS4 in part due to a smaller investment in the PS4 relative to the PS3. Sony spent hundreds of millions of dollars in designing the PS3's chipset and billions, I'm not misreading that, billions on semiconductor fabrication because these technologies were not readily available. Nothing like the cell processor inside the PlayStation 3 was ever made before. The PS3 is a much lighter platform in terms of investment due to its PC-like architecture. Yeah, Sony and Microsoft made very smart moves with designing their next-gen systems. They used plain Jane AMD, a little bit custom 8-core AMD CPUs that are x86 based, 64-bit. That's what developers are used to working on PCs. They used plain Jane GDDR5 RAM, well, at least in the PS4, I should say. They used DDR3 in the Xbox One. The Blu-ray drive, that's technology that's been paid off for a while. You know, everything is really straightforward this generation. So the research and development, because it's already technology that's been perfected pretty much, it didn't cost them that much to make the PS4, and I'm sure it didn't cost them that much to make the Xbox One. That's why I think even with the Kinect, that $599 price point is ludicrous. I don't care how much the Kinect costs. Get rid of that thing, Microsoft. Make a bundle without it. Just saying, but I'm not going to beat that dead horse again. But yeah, you know, I mean, God, I remember with the PS3, the power of the cell, and Ken Kutaragi was going on and on and on about it. And, you know, because when they first started talking about it in 2005 at E3, Sony was king, and they had all these different developers trying to praise the cell. And then we found out that it was all bullshit because the cell was a nightmare to program for. I mean, it was just, you know, they had, who was involved with the cell? It was Sony, IBM, and Toshiba. You had all these big companies coming together, and it was for what? And in the end, what was even worse, I think Sony expected other companies with other products to pick up on the cell and use it because it was so uber powerful. But I think Toshiba tried. I don't even know if they ever came out. I saw some videos of them talking about it. Toshiba was going to put it in TVs, like make smart TVs back in like 2007, but they never did. No one really ever picked up on the cell. I even heard some rumors before Apple went over to Intel that Sony, Toshiba, and IBM were in talks saying, hey, for your next-gen power PCs and Power Macs, you should put the cell in there and utilize all the power, and they never did. So really, all of that technology, all of that R&D, the billions upon billions of dollars Sony wasted on the, you know, foreign architecture of the PlayStation 3, and it was only used in the PlayStation 3. I mean, it's actually somewhat shocking that even by late 2011, I know that's a hell of a long time. That actually kind of surprised me, but if you really think about it, with how much money they put into the PlayStation 3, even with the numbers that it sold now, it's surprising they made a profit at all, man. And they learned their lesson from that. There's no need in 2013 to make these, you know, really foreign architectures for developers to have to learn. I mean, I've said this over and over again. There was a chip inside the PlayStation 2 that developers had to learn a brand new code language for. There was a lot of people that were pissed off, man, but a lot of developers were very angry, but they just, you know, grit their teeth and bared it because it was Sony, and the PS2 was selling like crazy. So they have to make the games where the money is, and the money was on the PlayStation 2. But times have changed, and, you know, Ken Kutaragi's gone. His mentality of making this, you know, really fancy hardware that takes forever to learn, that's all antiquated, and he's not there anymore. So they said, hey, let's just make a straightforward, easy to program for system. And I'm telling you now, it's going to work in their favor. So anyway, folks, make sure to rate, comment, favorite, and subscribe. And as always, thank you for supporting Review Tech USA. Have a good one.